Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the WWE Pre-Summer Rumble Hype Match. Tonight, we have back on the Statue of David. Now, if you remember last week's episode, we had the Indian Rupee versus Minecraft Steve, with the Indian Rupee pulling some sort of magic trick and destroying Minecraft Steve, totally wiping the floor with him. While the match was originally supposed to feature the Statue of David, and I bet he regrets wandering off in a craze, going to local drugstores and robbing them looking for ibuprofen. He's kind of an addict. Um, I bet he regrets not being there to put down Steve. But one thing I must mention here is it seems we have a phone problem. I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, but it seems that every time we have someone like make their big appearance on our show, they come on the fucking phone. Do we not confiscate their phones? I don't even know where they put it. They don't have pockets. Are they just pulling it out of their asses? Because I swear to God, we confiscate the phones. They confiscate all forms of communication out of here before you get into the building because of the human rights violations that take place in the basement. But how the fuck are these getting the phones? I don't get it. I just don't get it. But that's beside the fact. We have the Statue of David today. I don't even know who the fuck is he calling. He's the Statue of David. Oh, what is he calling? Michelangelo? Leonardo? I like what is it? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter today. Once again, we are having this is a triple threat Extreme Rules match between the Statue of David and our next two competitors. Let's see who it is. And here comes. Let's see. Oh, look at that. It is former President John F. Kennedy, the Lady Stealer. What is that? 69. Yes, that's so true. It is President John F. Kennedy, back from the dead. He did make a deal with the devil. Now, if you want some more details, I'll give you some more details. How is John F. Kennedy back? Wasn't he assassinated by not Grandpa Richard. He was assassinated by Lee Harvey Oswald back in 1963. Well, JFK went to hell. I don't really. Why would JFK go to hell? But I guess he did. JFK went to hell. But recently he made a deal with the devil um, to exchange the lives of hundreds or thousands for his own. That is why, there's been so many wars recently. It is because JFK exchanged their life for his own so he could come back and become a vigilante of the night. So that is JFK for you, President John F. Kennedy, going up against the Statue of David tonight in this Rumble match. You'd think they'd give me like a script for these things, but they don't. So who's coming out next? Oh, look at that. It is Dr. Victor Bourne. Doctor, since 1834. My God, that's been nearly 200 years. This is Dr. Victor Bourne, one of the only people in the world who has had to renew his medical license because it expired after, a human lifetime or two. So he has been practicing medicine since at least 1834. That's at least the earliest point we have him documented as practicing medicine. He is some sort of Wolverine-type creature. He doesn't have the claws, but he definitely has some sort of weird healing factor. And he's a great physician. You may notice on his chest, I believe the number 27 is tattooed in Roman numerals, or maybe even carved onto his breast. That is the amount of people who have died under his care. Now, 27 may sound like a lot, but you gotta remember, he has been practicing medicine for 200 years, and he's been practicing medicine since before they even knew about bacteria. So having only 27 people die under his care is quite the achievement. Those 27 still haunt him, and they push him forward to achieve his dreams to this day. So it is our wrestling match tonight is going to be Dr. Victor Bourne versus John F. Kennedy versus Michelangelo's David. And I am so excited to see who comes out on top. I really don't know. Of course, Michelangelo's David has the definitely the height advantage, but Victor Bourne has the healing factor. But JFK did make a deal with the devil. Literally, he did sign a contract with Satan to come back to life. So I really don't know who's going to win here. Looks like the Statue of David and Dr. Victor Bourne are going at it while JFK stands and watches. He was always into cuckoldry as his time in presidency. And Dr. Victor Bourne and JFK now joining in and double teaming the Statue of David, just beating the ever-loving crap out of him. But they turn on each other just like that. Oh, and it seems that JFK has switched out of his leather sex robe and back into his normal working day clothes, which is much more professional, while Dr. Victor Bourne has actually shed the lab coat in order just to go full bear wolf man jungle boy on this Statue of David, Michelangelo's David. I really don't know what these two are expecting, though. Even with a healing factor and a contract with Satan, I don't know how you are going to beat a like 7'4" statue of marble to death. Uh, you know, some interesting things about the statue of David while this fight happens right here. This fight's going to take a long time. These things take a little while. The statue of David. So you might be wondering, how did the WWE contract the statue of David? And yes, this is the statue of David. This is Michelangelo's David. So he actually just got up and walked away at one point. I don't really know why or how, but the statue of David a few years ago, he just got up and he left wherever he was being kept, Rome maybe, and he didn't want to anymore. He was tired of sitting still and he wanted to take some action in the world. But the thing about the statue of David is his memory's not so great, and neither is his mind. It's pretty foggy inside that big marble dome. Um, and so we found him we just found him scrolling. I mean, no, strolling through the streets and alleyways of Tampa Bay, Florida. We just found him. He was wearing this blanket. I don't know why. He doesn't really get cold. He's marble, and he was spewing out nonsense about how the Armageddon is coming, how the world is going to end. I think he was on meth. To be frank with you, although I don't know how marble ingests meth. I do think he was probably on something. So we thought this was a prime opportunity to get a new wrestler in our. Oh, I God, that almost ended. That would have been really terrible for me. I probably would have gotten fired for not commentating that. I just froze when I saw that happening. But anyway, the statue of David, we just found him roaming the streets of Tampa Bay, Florida, stealing bread, even though he doesn't eat, just causing mischief generally. And we thought, what a great opportunity to take advantage of this clearly very sick, poor creature and bring him into our association, the WWE Association, right here. And of course, I say poor sick creature. I mean, just in the mind. Physically, he is a beast, and I don't think he really can be killed. Though it seems he has been temporarily immobilized by, I believe that was Victor Bourne. Now, JFK and Victor Bourne are fighting again. Both men, you could say, are immortal. In fact, you could say that all three men in this ring tonight are immortal. And sadly, I can only say men. The WWE currently does not have any contracts for women. I know that really sucks. We had well, there's actually one woman in our roster, but we had to sign her up as a man, which is, of course, I hate that. I really wish you could have the women fighting the men in the ring, but I guess WWE 2K15 just isn't ready for that yet. So the one woman we do have in our roster is labeled as a man, but trust me, she is very feminine, and you'll meet her another day, I promise. But here comes the statue of David. It looks like he's going for something under the ring. I wonder what he's going to be getting. Victor Bourne just watching, hitting him. They are getting, of course, a little closer comfort. I think we mentioned this a few episodes ago. Me and Parker are right there, actually, right on the side. Parker, my silent co-host. And let's see what's going on. I guess they didn't go for anything under the ring. We did put a few surprises down there for them. JFK is just spinning Dr. Victor Bourne. I didn't even know he had the strength to do that. I thought he was just a normal president. I didn't think he got any strength from the deal with Satan. Dr. Victor Bourne landing on his back. He's going for the pin. One, and it's broken up by the statue of David, Michelangelo's David. The crowd is absolutely going wild in the background there, as you see. And it looks like someone is just walking in the crowd back there. Do you see that? There's just some guy getting up and walking. We don't have hot dog stands. We don't even have good toilets. It's just a hole in the ground, and there's like a stream you got to put your hands in. Anyway, the statue of David is on the ground, and JFK and Dr. Victor Bourne are both kicking him. The marble statue, may I remind you again that it is carved out of pure solid stone. I don't think there's any way any of them are winning today. Statue of David going for a pin on JFK, but our umpire is slow, and Dr. Victor Bourne is able to break it up and then throw the giant, probably weighs like a ton, probably. Oh my God, Dr. Victor Bourne flying, marble statue landing on his back, probably broken, but thanks to that healing factor he has, he's able to get back up. The marble statue, of course, flips him on his back again, but JFK goes for the pin, and it is broken up by the statue of David once again. Statue of David going for JFK, slamming him onto his back, and now he's going for Dr. Victor Bourne. Let's see what he's going to do. Slamming them both to the ground, but Dr. Victor Bourne goes for the pin, broken up by the statue of David. Statue of David going for Dr. Victor Bourne, flipping it onto his back. Now JFK is exiting the ring. I wonder what he'll be doing out here. Hopefully not getting too close to me or Parker. I can see the fear in Parker's eyes. He does not want another wrestler to come over here after... Oh, it looks like the Statue of David is going 3, and the Statue of David just pinned Victor Bourne. Another nice and quick match this week. Man, I really hope more of these go a little quicker. I really do. If they edited down version right here, it may look quick for you guys, but I promise you, I spend hours here. In fact, I haven't gone home in years. I actually have to sleep in my office, which is nicer than most employees who have to sleep in that long walkway you see back there that the wrestlers have to walk down. They just have their sleeping bags. They all sleep next to that water cooler I was telling you about. And me and Parker get our own offices though, which is really nice. We get little beds on the desk. Anyway, I think that look at that. That is it tonight. And I mean, who wouldn't predict the solid marble statue to win? I don't know how you could see anything other than that. The two other men may be invincible, but he is a really heavy statue made out of pure marble. There he is. The umpire looks very afraid of this ginormous man made out of marble. He is so happy. He is so giddy. I hope he calls his father Michelangelo to tell him the good word. And I think that's all we have for you tonight. There is the statue of David, the winner of this Extreme Rules triple threat match, whatever this is. And I hope you tune in for the Summer Rumble that's happening later this summer. The Rumble, the Royal Rumble that is happening between all of the wrestlers contracted out by WWE. So, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night, and thank you for watching.